ノブレス。ユニオンはそいつを探してた。ユニオンが持つ科学力の範疇を超えた強大な力を持つ何かって話だ。
人間が被害を被る状況。
Noblesse stands as one of the most influential titles in the history of Webtoons, a story that helped define the supernatural fantasy genre and shape the global popularity of Korean manhwa. Its journey from digital pages to animated adaptation is both remarkable and complex, filled with creative evolution, fan devotion, and industry shifts that made it one of the most talked about series in recent years. The series originally began as a webtoon published by Naver in 2007, written by Sun Jae-ho and illustrated by Lee Kwang-soo. It ran for over a decade, completing its story in 2019 after an incredible 545 chapters. Throughout that long run, it built a loyal fanbase worldwide, especially as English translations and mobile platforms made it accessible to readers across continents. The title Noblesse refers to a powerful noble being, and the story follows Cadis Etrama Di Raizel, or Rai, who awakens after centuries of slumber to find a modern world far removed from the one he once ruled. What begins as a mysterious awakening soon evolves into an intricate tale of loyalty, identity, and power, blending gothic elements with sleek modern aesthetics and heartfelt character relationships. When Noblesse finally reached its conclusion, fans felt both satisfaction and a sense of loss. The ending was emotional, tying together years of storytelling and development that had built up around Rai and his companions. It wasn't long before discussions began about what might come next. Readers speculated about spin-offs, prequels, or even animated adaptations, and those hopes were eventually rewarded. The first major step came in the form of an original video animation, or OVA, released in 2016 under the title Noblesse, Awakening. This adaptation, produced by Production IG, served as a prelude of sorts, summarizing the early parts of the webtoon and introducing Rai and the main cast to a new audience. The OVA captured the dark, elegant tone of the source material, featuring fluid animation and a stylish, moody atmosphere. Though it covered only a small fraction of the story, it impressed many fans who had been waiting years to see the characters in motion. The success of Noblesse, Awakening fueled anticipation for a full-length anime series, but the path to that realization took time. In 2020, it was officially announced that Noblesse would receive a full television anime adaptation. Once again, Production IG took the reins, and the project was part of the broader movement of adapting popular Korean webtoons into anime, alongside titles like Tower of God and The God of High School. This marked a significant cultural crossover, as it represented one of the few times major Japanese studios collaborated to bring Korean webtoon franchises to global audiences through anime. The anime premiered in October 2020, and for many fans, it was a moment of triumph. After years of waiting, Noblesse had officially made the leap from page to screen, complete with dynamic fight sequences, a lush orchestral soundtrack, and character designs faithful to Lee Kwang-soo's art. The story of the anime largely follows Rai as he integrates into human society, enrolling at Yi-Ran High School with his loyal servant Frankenstein and befriending a group of students who quickly become entangled in his world of supernatural conflict. The anime blends humor, action, and moments of deep emotional reflection, staying true to the spirit of the original webtoon. However, it also made some adjustments to pacing and structure, condensing certain arcs to fit a limited episode count. While longtime readers appreciated seeing their favorite scenes animated, some felt the adaptation could have delved deeper into the webtoon's complex lore. Still, the production quality and the presence of the original cast of characters gave it undeniable appeal. The anime's art style retained that signature mix of gothic beauty and urban coolness, capturing Rai's dignified aura and the contrast between his ancient nobility and the modern world he now inhabits. Even beyond the anime, Noblesse has continued to make an impact in fan communities and pop culture. The webtoon's legacy is still alive, with fans creating art, theories, and discussions years after its completion. The creators, Sun Jae-ho and Lee Kwang-soo, have remained admired figures in the industry, known for their collaboration that produced a narrative balancing high-stakes battles with deep emotional themes. They explored questions of immortality, leadership, and what it means to be human, using Rai as a lens through which to examine the balance between power and compassion. The emotional connections between Rai, Frankenstein, and the human characters are at the heart of the series' appeal. Frankenstein's devotion to Rai, coupled with Rai's quiet strength and the loyalty of his friends, gives the story a sense of warmth that balances its darker undertones. As for updates and developments, while there has been no official continuation or sequel to Noblesse since the Webtoons finale, there have been ongoing discussions within the community about possible re-releases, remastered editions, and renewed interest from animation studios in adapting additional arcs that were not covered in the 2020 series. Many fans have expressed hope for a second season, as the anime concluded with plenty of room left in the story to explore. The first season only covered the initial major arcs, leaving much of the Webtoon's expansive lore untouched. Although no formal confirmation has been made about a continuation, Noblesse remains one of those properties with enduring potential. Its blend of modern fantasy and timeless themes continues to attract new readers even years after the final chapter. The popularity of Noblesse also reflects a larger trend: the rise of Korean webtoons as a dominant storytelling medium worldwide. Since its debut, Noblesse has influenced countless creators and set standards for character design and pacing in digital comics. It demonstrated how serialized online storytelling could reach the same emotional and artistic heights as traditional manga or graphic novels. The collaboration between Sun and Lee also showed how consistency and long-term planning can sustain reader engagement over more than a decade. As more Korean titles have been adapted into anime, fans have often credited Noblesse as one of the trailblazers that proved webtoons could achieve international recognition on the same scale as Japanese manga. Its influence can be seen not only in the webtoon community, but also in the growing number of multimedia projects inspired by Korean content across the world. In terms of fan engagement, Noblesse continues to have a thriving online presence. Fan art, edits, and character tributes frequently circulate across social media, especially celebrating Rai's distinctive design, his long dark hair, crimson eyes, and composed demeanor that embody the ideal of noble grace. Events and anniversaries related to the webtoon's debut or conclusion often see surges of fan activity, with many readers reminiscing about key story moments or discussing their favorite battles and character arcs. Frankenstein's complex morality, M21's emotional growth, and the friendships formed through conflict have all become beloved aspects of the story. For many fans, Noblesse wasn't just a webtoon, it was an experience that accompanied them for years, evolving alongside their own lives. The anime adaptation, while met with mixed reactions, also introduced Noblesse to an entirely new generation. Younger viewers who had never read the webtoon discovered the series through streaming platforms, leading some to explore the original story afterward. This rejuvenated the fanbase and contributed to a renewed appreciation for the original creator's work. Even though the anime wrapped up without an official announcement of a sequel, the fan demand for more remains strong. Petitions, discussion threads, and fan-made continuations keep the excitement alive. The world of Noblesse is expansive enough that a future return, whether through animation, special episodes, or other media, remains entirely possible. The artistic evolution of Noblesse is also worth noting. Early chapters had a simpler, more straightforward art style, but as the series progressed, Lee Kwang-soo's illustrations became increasingly detailed and dynamic. The refined character expressions, fluid action scenes, and emotionally charged visuals became part of what made Noblesse stand out among other webtoons of its era. By the time the story reached its final arcs, every frame carried a cinematic quality, reflecting how much both creators had grown throughout their journey. That evolution also made it easier for the anime to adapt key moments with visual fidelity, as the designs had matured into something that translated naturally to animation. Over time, Noblesse has come to represent not only the story of Rai and his companions but also the growth of Webtoon culture as a whole. It stands as a reminder that stories can transcend language and medium when told with sincerity and vision. The themes of friendship, loyalty, and sacrifice resonate universally, which explains why fans around the world still remember it fondly. Even in the absence of new chapters or confirmed adaptations, Noblesse continues to feel alive because its community keeps it alive. It remains a cornerstone of modern fantasy storytelling, a bridge between the Webtoon medium and the global stage. As of today, Noblesse remains a completed masterpiece with open possibilities. Whether or not new adaptations emerge, its legacy as one of the most influential webtoons ever created is secure. The anime brought it to life visually, the webtoon gave it depth and soul, and the fans continued to carry its spirit forward. It's the story of an immortal noble discovering humanity, and at the same time, it's the story of how a webtoon from South Korea became immortal in the hearts of its readers. The impact of Noblesse goes far beyond its chapters or episodes. It's a testament to storytelling that endures across cultures and generations, proving that even after the final page has turned, some stories never truly end.